safety, among others. Plus tonight, Federal High Court sitting in Abuja orders Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami to prosecute former Governor of Imo State, Chief Ikedio Hakim. And outside Nigeria, at least one person has been killed and 9 others injured after the Greek island of Crete. Those are our top stories. We have details in just a moment. And now, wherever you're watching from around the world, we are live from our headquarters here in Lagos, Nigeria. I am Kelly Egiga. On our first story tonight, the 19 northern governors and traditional leaders met in Kaduna State to deliberate on issues affecting the region, such as the controversial value-added tax, VAT, insecurity, poverty and leadership were top of the agenda. The host, Governor Nasir El-Rufai, in his opening remarks calls for the leadership of the 19 northern states to open up during discussion towards finding solutions to issues affecting the region, while Governor Simon Lalong, the forum's chairman and Governor of Plateau State, says participants at the meeting will get updates on progress made so far on issues affecting the region, which committees were early set up. The Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Said Abubakar, appeals to northern leaders not to disappoint their followers, and this they must do by making sure they bring an end to the issue of insecurity in the region.
Our region faces serious challenges. The economic situation in the country has affected us. The insecurity has destroyed rural economies, and many other challenges about federalism stare us in the face.
We shall therefore take stock of how far we have gone in tackling banditry, kidnapping and insurgency, and also chart the way forward. In addition, we shall also take a critical look at some national issues that have emerged over the recent months and the weeks with a view to coming up with a position of the region, as well as adopting the best possible approach to ensuring that the interests of the region is protected and promoted.
We will continue to contribute to the development of our region and the larger Nigerian society. So let's not disappoint millions of northerners and Nigerians waiting for the outcome of this meeting, because our city.
And now to court issues. Justice Taiwo of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has ordered the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, to take over the prosecution of former Governor of Imo State, Chief Ikedio Hakim. Hakim and one Chinedu Okpareke were alleged to have threatened to release nude photographs of Chinyere Amutienwa if she fails to drop charges of attempted kidnap against them. Now, specifically, Hakim and Okpareke were dragged to the court by the police over allegations of threat to life and harassment. In a ruling on Monday, Justice Taiwo held that there was no doubt that the AGF has power to prosecute and withdraw a suit against any Nigerian. Justice Taiwo reaffirmed, however, that the court cannot give effect to the notice of discountenance filed by the police. The trial judge insisted that the move by police to discontinue the matter lacked merit and therefore dismissed same. The court then fixed October 21 to arraign and begin the trial of the ex-governor of Imo State.
Well, the court gave its ruling on the capacity of the Attorney General of the Federation to take over a criminal proceeding pending against anybody, notwithstanding the fact that the Nigerian police filed a notice of discontinuance, and the court upheld the power of the Attorney General to maintain that the criminal proceeding should go on in accordance with the directive of the Attorney General. So the case is ongoing, and on the 21st of October, the defendants will be arraigned before the court.
Now, in Edo State, the police command says it has captured 4 amongst the 6 inmates who allegedly murdered a Benin-based lawyer and escaped during the EndSARS protest jailbreaks from the Benin Maximum Correctional Facilities more than 10 months after. The fleeing inmates were said to have abducted and killed the lawyer, identified as Osioba Selmo Yoha, on May 9, 2020, having whisked him away to an unknown destination where his remains were later found and buried in a shallow grave by the suspected criminals. Making the disclosure at the State Police Command, the Police Public Relations Officer Kotongs Bello spoke on how they were rearrested.
The State Command have arrested 4 new suspects and 1 escapee that was involved in the murder of one barrister, Ozobese Iyowa, on the 9th of May 2020.
Now, the suspected criminals who are now in police custody also spoke on their involvement and how they were arrested.
I entered the backyard, this person did one. That is the barrister. So Sasu already beat the man already. So Sasu, there is the same run as so we beat her after they come out to buy beer. But I don't know I take there, I don't know I take there.
I was inside the car when the police stopped the car for a search, and one of them recognized me to be a member of, to be among those people that escaped from the prison.
Let's stay with the police, but this time to Bayelsa State, where the command has confirmed they failed attempt to steal the corpse of the 27-year-old suspect Goodluck Oviekeme, who was arrested but died in custody, which triggered protests in the state capital on Saturday. A spokesperson for the command, Asini Mbutswad, in a statement made available to newsmen in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital, confirmed that there was an attempt to steal the corpse of the deceased suspect, but was foiled by the vigilance of policemen on duty. On his part, the Bayelsa Commissioner of Police, Echeng Echeng, warned criminal elements to stay clear of the state. He stressed that the command will never compromise in dealing with suspects. Still talking crime, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, by the Zonal Office, has secured the conviction of 3 internet fraudsters, Sodiq Adefila, Anifo Woshe, Baba Mide, and Rashkid Shegun. Defila was convicted of impersonation and sentenced to 8 months jail term by Justice Patricia Ajoku of the Federal High Court, Ibadan. Anifo Woshe and Rashid were convicted of impersonation and sentenced to 6 months imprisonment each by Justice Uche Agom of the Federal High Court, Ibadan. They all pleaded guilty to their respective 1-count amended charge for the offenses. Now, apart from the jail term, Adefila was ordered to restitute his victim, one Yolanda Bailey, to the tune of $285 and forfeited an iPhone 6 Plus mobile phone to the federal government. Watching the news on Galaxy TV, let's take a breather. But in the second part of our news package, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has raided an Abuja-based hotel and arrested 4 illegal drug businesses. We will tell you more on that story on the other side of the break. Please stay with us. Well, good to have you back. This is Galaxy TV News. Now, for more updates and latest news, visit our website at www.galaxytvonline.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Galaxy TV Nigeria. You can interact with us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Galaxy TV. Don't forget to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at Official Galaxy TV. If you have breaking news around you, you can avail our eyewitness feature via WhatsApp. Simply share a story by sending short clips or videos of the news on 0818-666-669. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live updates and comment. Now, at least 4 persons have been arrested at a drug joint by operators of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, during a raid in an hotel in Wuse 2, Abuja. The FCT commander, Malami Sokoto, who led a tour to the building, said the agency seized a significant amount of Rohypnol and paraphernalia for smoking crack cocaine at the hotel premises. He said the uncovered hotel in Abuja was used for camping young ladies for commercial sex, adding that the hotel operated without requisite approvals. Now, also speaking, the director, Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, said the chairman of the agency has directed that the property be forfeited to the federal government to serve as lessons to others who allow their premises be used for drugs dealings.
We had an information about this place for a quite long time, and we mounted serious surveillance and developed an intelligence product to confirm that there are activities of drugs going on in this environment. And when we stung, we arrested some young ladies with quantities of Rohypnol and paraphernalia of crack drugs, crack cocaine.
Anybody, any landlord or property owner found to allow his or her premises used to sell or take illicit substances would have the law to contend with.
And now to other stories. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in Oyo State, has refuted allegations that the commission frustrated the parallel ward congress organized by a section of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, on Saturday. The commission, in a statement signed by the commission's head of voter education, Catherine Ogu, and issued to newsmen in Ibadan Monday, absolved the resident electoral commissioner of an involvement in what transpired last Saturday. According to the statement, Barrister Mutiu Agboke was never at a meeting with Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State on Saturday. Neither did he receive 10 million naira either directly or by proxy, as insinuated by enemies of democratic norms, according to the statement. The statement further disputed allegations that the commissioner instructed local government offices of the commission be closed down to frustrate submission of the results of the congresses held by the factional group of the party. Now, an Abuja magistrate court has ordered Adekunle Rufai Omoaje, national chairman of the Action Alliance AA, to appear before it on October 14 to answer to complaints of alleged defamation of character leveled against him. This is the second order by Magistrate Abubakar Bello following his failure to show up for hearing in the suit instituted by Chief Kenneth Odeze, also of the same party. Galaxy's Godfrey Shomuge reports that counsel for Omoaje Monday had given illness as reason for his absence at the hearing of the matter last held on September 16. The defendant had alleged Chief Odeze forged signatures of party delegates, but has not been present twice in a row to defend his claims.
If you are alleging that somebody is sick, you have to produce documentary evidence. The court cannot act in vacuum. The court cannot speculate. So there has not been any such evidence of medical reports that the defendant is hospitalized or this is the condition that prevented him from coming to court. We were of the view that it was a gimmick to forestall the proceedings of today.
Now, the complainant's lawyer says his clients may consider seeking monetary compensation following injury to his person.
During his prosecution and trial at the Chief Magistrate Court, he was humiliated. Many people came to court to observe. Many people had one bad impression or the other. But in the end, the allegation was not true. He was discharged. Those people may not be there on the day he was discharged. They may not know.
And away from that story, the National Population Commission on Monday commenced the 16th phase of the Enumeration Area Demarcation Program in Lagos State, where stakeholders were charged to sensitize their residents on the importance of the exercise ahead of the National Population Census in the country. Galaxy's Daniel Tanimu tells us more in this report.
The National Population Commission has commenced the 16th phase of the Enumeration Area Demarcation exercise in Alimosho, a local government area of Lagos State. The Federal Commissioner representing Lagos State National Population Commission, Barrister Abimbola Salihuddin, made this known during a grassroots sensitization and interactive section with leaders and stakeholders of Alimosho local government area and local council development area of the state on commencement of Enumeration Area Demarcation in Alimosho geographical area. In her address, she explains that the process was to delineate the entire land area of the state into smaller geographical units, and the unit comprises of specific persons and households which a team of enumerators could cover during a census.
Residential buildings, and we ask them, how many households do you have in this building? With commercial structures, we number them, but with residential buildings, we must ask you how many households. What is the meaning of household? Household is not necessarily blood related. You can be blood related and not eat from the same pot. It is based on cooking arrangement, catering arrangement. The meaning of household is people who eat from the same pot together at the same time.
The Federal Commissioner further explains the challenges the enumerators face during such exercise, and she called on residents to show concern and be part of this exercise.
Some of our people don't understand our mission. Some think we are for tax purposes, some think we are, after that they will demolish their homes. And we're saying no, we are for the good of the people. It's to give you better life. Some would have gone to work, and we are allowed to ask your neighbors. You don't have to show us all members of your household. Just tell us. At this time, it's just one voice we need to give us the information. It is only during census we will insist on seeing everybody.
The leaders and stakeholders in Alimosho local government area commend the EAD exercise and urge residents to be accommodating to the enumerators when the exercise commences.
I feel elated. It's a good thing that is happening to Alimosho, and what the Population Commission is coming to do at Alimosho now is the bedrock of development in the nation, so that our people will cooperate with the enumerators and officials of Population Commission.
Very happy at the time this exercise is coming up, and I believe that our people will key into it. It's an exercise that should have come about 5 years from now, and I believe that what is being done now is going to lapse for another 5-10 years.
It's a welcome development because we have been agitating for it for a long time, that the population census of Alimosho is more than what they have recorded against us, and with this new area demarcation that is going to take place will show us the clear picture of total population of Alimosho as it is in Lagos and in Nigeria as a whole.
Alimosho has always been in the forefront, and with the team that we received today, I have no doubt that they are going to work assiduously so as to ensure all the necessary things and where to cover is well covered.
Daniel Tanimu for Galaxy TV News, Lagos.
In the meantime, the Oyo State government has acknowledged the closure of the Agbami Isolation Center at Jericho, Ibadan. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Dr. Adebisi Ayola, made the disclosure while addressing journalists in the state capital. Correspondent Kunloja reports that Ayola said the state closed down the center because it was not overwhelmed with cases that are beyond the holding capacity of the Infectious Disease Center, Olodo, Ibadan.
If there are no more cases there is no need to admit them. Hence, the Agbami Assurance Center was closed down because there is no new cases. When there are cases, they are all admitted in those facilities. But there are no new cases. Hence, we have to close some of this facility down.
Speaking on the cholera situation in the state, Ayola said there were 5 cases on admission at General Hospital, Kishi, Irekpo local government area of the state. Addressing the situation, Ayola said the State Ministry of Health was ensuring the cases are efficiently treated.
Actually, there was cholera epidemic in Kishi, and about 7 people were involved. We put machinery in motion, and at present, 5 or 4 cases are present on admission at the hospital Kishi, and they are all doing fine.
Watching the news on Galaxy TV, let's join our international desk for more stories. Please stay with us.
Welcome to our international news. At least 1 person has been killed and 9 injured after a 5.8 magnitude earthquake hit the Greek island of Crete, local officials say. The tremor sent people fleeing out of homes, schools and public buildings across the island. Damage was reported to many old buildings close to the epicenter on the east of the island. A man died when the dome of a church that was being renovated in the town of Arkalokshari caved in. People were sent rushing out onto the streets when the earthquake struck at 9:17 hours, that's 6:17 GMT. Several aftershocks followed. Civil protection authorities say many buildings had been damaged. Both Greece and Turkey sit on fault lines and earthquakes are common. The European Mediterranean Seismological Center, EMSC, initially recorded a magnitude of 6.5, while the United States Geological Survey, USGS, put it at 6.0. The Athens Geodynamic Institute later said the 5.8 quake struck 23 kilometers northwest of the coastal village of Arvi at a depth of 10 kilometers. The Greek Infrastructure Ministry said it has sent a group of civil engineers to assess the structural damage and assist in relief efforts.
And the international news does it for us tonight. But for more update and latest news, visit our website at www.galaxytvonline.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GalaxyTV Nigeria. You can follow or interact with us at our Facebook page at facebook.com/GalaxyTV. Don't forget to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at Official Galaxy TV. If you have breaking news around you, you can avail our eyewitness feature via WhatsApp. Simply share a story by sending short clips or videos of the news on 0818 666 669. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live update and comment. That's your Galaxy TV news at this time. On behalf of the production team and everyone here, thank you so much for your company. We urge you to please keep safe. I am Kelly Egiga. Our newsroom will be back at 9 p.m. with our primetime news.